The Undertides event is finally rerunning, and I could finally play it.
The first time the event was released, I hadn't been playing the game, but I always wanted to try this event out. Now after multiple months of playing, my account has improved a lot. Same for my in-game knowledge, so I always had this question: just how hard is it to clear an entire event from start to finish, including the extra stages with my mid-game account? This is the first time I'm going to do it, so I'm not really sure how well it's gonna go. I surprisingly cleared most of the stages first try apart from the boss stage. I cleared after a couple of attempts because of a few problems, but nothing that Sir can't fix. I started thinking that maybe I could really do this. As you can see, the EX stages weren't that hard either. Well, until EX-5 that is. The scenery changed, the same with the difficulty. It was a pain. Annoying enemies were everywhere. I got overwhelmed and my operators were getting knocked out left, right, and center. I had to multitask and keep my eyes open all the time or I would leak without even knowing the cause of it. But after trying for multiple hours, I got used to the fast-paced nature of this event. I barely managed to pass on to the next stage, which was even more of a headache. EX-6 had even more of those obnoxious sea monsters. In addition to the Reapers from the last stage, the Crawlers were such a big annoyance in it. They dealt massive AoE damage and nervous impairment, and they can knock out and melt my operator's HP in seconds. And as you can imagine, it was not fun dealing with them. But I found out who the MVPs of this event were. It was fast redeploys. They were crucial since I needed to stall the enemies a lot, either to keep them away from my DPS dealers or to wait for the stun on my defenders to run out. Without Gravel, Red, and J, clearing this stage and the stages to come would not have been achievable. EX-7 was also a lot of trouble because of those crawlers. Whenever they reach a certain amount of HP, they start dealing that massive AoE or its damage, but I managed to find a solution to this. By using Red's second skill, it stunned them and gave Exo and Horn enough time to finish them off. And just like that, we reached the last stage. EX-8 was a mix of all the annoying enemies in the previous stage, including the boss all in one stage. The boss was dealt with using good old Exo S3 and of course Sir S3. The boss, which had more help than before, got obliterated after a few cycles of those two.
Please don't fumble the bag, boys. Come on, you're so close. Kill that, just kill it. Yes, come on. We're gonna do it. Let's go! We fucking finished the event, I think. Yes, it actually is.
This was the first time we've seen the last EX stage of an event. It was so satisfying. Now to conclude, just how hard was it to clear the full event for the first time? It was an experience and a challenge and a few days of work, but it was definitely worth it.